All right, horror fans, brace yourselves for a spine-chilling journey. Today, I'm diving into the eerie tale of the Whispering House. On the outskirts of a small, forgotten town, there stood an old, abandoned mansion known as the Whispering House. It had been vacant for decades, shrouded in rumors and mystery. Some whispered of curses, others of restless spirits, but no one truly knew the secrets it held. One crisp autumn evening, a trio of friends, Ava, Ben, and Claire, decided to uncover the truth for themselves. As the sun dipped below the horizon, they stood at the wrought iron gate, staring up at the crumbling structure. The windows resembled dark, hollow eyes staring back at them, and the wind carried a faint, eerie whisper that seemed to beckon them inside. "Are we really going in?" Claire asked, her voice trembling. Ben, the brave one, grinned. "Come on, we'll be fine. It's just an old house." Ava, ever the cautious one, hesitated. "I don't know. I've heard stories. People say they hear voices, footsteps, like someone's always watching." "It's all just superstition," Ben assured, pushing open the gate. As they crossed the threshold, a chill wrapped around them, and the whispering grew louder, more distinct. Ava's heart pounded in her chest. "Did you hear that?" she asked. "It's just the wind," Ben said as they approached the front door. The house groaned under their footsteps, and the door creaked open as if it had been waiting for them. Inside, the air was thick with dust, the walls covered in peeling wallpaper, and the floorboards creaked with every step. But it wasn't the decay that unsettled them, it was the whispers, soft at first, almost imperceptible, but growing clearer as they ventured deeper into the house. "Leave, leave now." Ava froze, her breath catching in her throat. "Did you hear that?" she whispered. Ben laughed nervously. "It's just your imagination." But Claire, usually the skeptic, was pale. "I swear, I heard someone say, 'Leave.'" The whispers echoed from the walls, each room more oppressive than the last. In one hallway, the air turned cold, their breath hanging in front of them in wisps of fog. Entering the living room, a strange feeling washed over them, like something was in the room with them. Ava turned to find an old mirror hanging on the far wall. Its surface was cracked, but when she looked into it, her reflection was wrong. Her face appeared older, gaunt, as if she had been trapped in the house for years. The others stood behind her, but their faces were distorted too, blurred and out of place. Suddenly, a loud bang echoed through the house, followed by a guttural growl from beneath the floorboards. "Run!" Claire screamed, but the door slammed shut before they could reach it. The whispering grew louder, now accompanied by soft footsteps. Ben tried to pry open the door, but it wouldn't budge. His hands shaking, he yelled, "Let us out!" In the corner of the room, something moved, a dark shape barely visible in the shadows. It was human-shaped, but its face was a hollow void, its eyes black and empty. It reached toward them, its fingers elongated and skeletal. "Leave now." The whisper echoed in their ears, but it wasn't from the walls. It was coming from right behind them. Ava turned around, but there was no one there, only the dark, empty figure now standing right in front of her. It was the shape of a person, but not human. It stepped closer, its cold breath brushing against her skin. She screamed, and the figure vanished, leaving only the silence of the house. The door, once locked, was now open. Without a word, the friends bolted from the house, not daring to look back. The whispering house stood in the distance as they fled. But in the quiet of the night, they could still hear it, the faint haunting whispers calling them back. "You're not free. You're never free." They never spoke of what happened in that house again, but they never forgot. And every night, as the wind howled through the trees, they swore they could hear the whispers, always following them, just out of reach.